The notes I'll read them. Don't take that for anything other than being helpful. What I want to do today is give a quick update on the fund, and then go to executive session, discuss a couple minor business points, and then we'll come out for a resolution on proceeding.
Sounds
So as we know, we've all been working very hard on getting the appropriate funding in place for the fund that we've been working so hard on. We, as the DASNY board, the Cannabis Control Board, and the Public Policy Committee board passed or approved the limited partnership agreement a few weeks ago in succession. This is the next public requirement to continue that.
Pardon, Ruben, I'm sorry to interrupt, but before we begin the meeting, I just wanted to do a roll call and then we can go into, sorry about that. So the meeting is being convened pursuant to Public Authorities Law, Section 1678-30, Subdivision 2. I'll read the roll call of the people who are present at the meeting currently. The members of the Public Policy Committee, we have Ruben McDaniel representing the DASNY, Tremaine Wright representing Chair of the Cannabis Control Board, Christopher Alexander, Executive Director of the Office of Cannabis Management. We also have William Thompson representing the New York Social Equity Cannabis Investment Fund. Also to his left is Linda Baldwin, General Counsel for OCM. I believe Ricardo Solomon is there. I see your laptop, but unfortunately I'm not there, but I'm on Zoom, but I think that's Ricardo. Yes, Ricardo Solomon. We, we also have Joseph Thomas present in the office over at 28 Liberty. On Zoom, we have participating through Zoom, we have Paul Koopman, Charlie Williams, Patricia Heer, Sarah Richards, Jeffrey Gordon, Nasa Alcina, Patrick McKee, Amit Baga, Brittany Stimson, Deborah Fasser, Amanda Nazario, and myself, Nadine Fontaine. And we also have members of the public that are also in attendance. And with that, I turn it back to you, Ruben.
Yeah, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, various parties have to agree to the limited partnership agreement that has been complete. This body also has to approve the use of a credit facility as part of the funding mechanism, which is this purpose today. And then, from here, we have some legal documents and funding agreements and all that have to be finalized before we can finalize the fund. So this is our next public step in the way to get to closure. We're very close to finalizing this, but this is an important step we're trying to accomplish today. I believe we should go into executive session and discuss some specific contractual issues, just to make sure everybody's clear on what they are. Someone has something before that.
So pursuant to open meetings laws, if you are ready to move to go into executive session, I will read the relevant provision from the public authority of the open meetings law. Pursuant to open meetings law section 105, we are moving into executive session to consider discussions regarding proposed, pending, or current litigation, the proposed acquisition, sale, or lease of property, or the proposed acquisition of securities, or the sale, exchange of such securities held by such body, but only when publicity would substantially affect the value thereof.
So with that, I move we go to executive session. Your operator. You're a little shaky. Hi, Nadine. Hi, Nadine.
Yes, so we have now, the committee has now moved out of executive session, and while in executive session, no decisions were made other than to return back to public session.
Great, thank you, Nadine. Again, what I would like to do is request that we take action on the following resolution. I'll read it for the record. Somebody has it. Resolution authorizing the New York Social Equity Cannabis Investment Fund, LP, to incur indebtedness under the authority granted to it pursuant to Public Authorities Law, PAL 1678, Friend 32. DASNY selected to invest in New York State New York Social Equity Cannabis Investment Fund LP, the fund, a private credit fund established to cover costs associated with establishing conditional adult use cannabis retail dispensaries for operation by social equity licensees duly licensed pursuant to Article 2 of the cannabis law, the equity licensees, and in accordance with the above authorization, the fund has established pursuant to a limited partnership agreement dated as of October 11th, 2022, and pursuant to PAL 1678-32, and stated in the partnership agreement, a public policy committee was to be established for the purposes of approving certain aspects of the fund, including, among other things, the proposed structural change of the fund reflected in the proposed amended and restated limited partnership agreement, the amended partnership agreement, and any indebtedness to be incurred by the fund, which is currently being negotiated and proposed by the fund and a third-party financier, the proposed investor. This committee has been convened to discuss proposed indebtedness and transaction. And after discussion, the committee effective immediately, one, authorizes the New York State Equity Cannabis Investment Fund LP to proceed with the transaction with the third-party financier to borrow any money or incur indebtedness as provided in PAL 1678(32). Close. Any questions about the resolution?
No questions.
For a motion?
I move that we approve the resolution before us to incur indebtedness.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Any other business before the public policy committee meeting? Then the meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.